Welcome to Portsmouth! We've been keeping a little secret from you.
The little secret is popping next to our shoulders there, look. Oh, there she is!
There she is! So, before we go any further, just very quickly, for those of you that are new here, we are Travels with David
and Mark.
Hey!
And if you're not new here and you know us well, we do need to apologise that we have been slightly lying to you. Anyone that's asked us about what we're about to talk about, we've been saying...
We've been selective with the truth. Let's just say that, because we wanted to keep it under wraps.
The truth is, we are about to board Virgin Voyages' brand new ship.
Brilliant lady!
The fourth in their fleet.
Yes, we're very excited. Completes the set for us.
It does. We're going to be sailing her all the way across to New York.
We're delivering her to New York.
We are delivering her to New York for all of you lovely people ahead of her MerMaiden voyage. So we are technically sailing on this before anyone else.
We're amongst the first people to ever sail in her.
And we are excited.
Yes, we are. I would say, though, there's a bit of trepidation in that we're crossing the Atlantic at a time where Hurricane Erin is in the Atlantic.
Yes.
So you'll probably want to stick around.
It might get rocky.
You subscribe if you're not, because there's going to be some interesting stuff coming, I'm sure. We've already had a port change, so on that topic we'll just briefly talk you through where we're going, where we're stopping.
Yes, so we're starting off in Portsmouth.
Yes.
We are then going to La Coruña in Spain.
Was supposed to be Dublin, has got cancelled because of the storm, and we're now going to
La Coruña, but it does mean that we're going to be crossing the Bay of Biscay, which we've never done before.
We've never done, we've heard things.
That might be interesting.
Wish us luck.
And then from there we're going to the Azores and to Ponta Delgada.
Yes, originally supposed to be one day, now we're getting there a day early and hunkering down.
Yeah, so there's a bit of an open-ended end date for Ponta Delgada.
Yes, they don't know when we're going to leave yet, so we'll find out when you do.
Yeah, and then from there we should be going across to Halifax, Nova Scotia, and then dropping down to New York, where we will arrive for Brilliant Lady's first ever sailing into New York.
Oh,
that's going to be epic.
It's going to be special. We're arriving in on the 2nd of September, but we don't disembark until the next day. So we've got 24 hours in New York as well, which is fab. I've booked us tickets to go see a show on Broadway. We can't wait.
Anyway, we're getting ahead of ourselves. We're going to be bringing you along for this exciting adventure. So I hope you're all excited too.
Yes. I'm going to get a first look at things, and I can't contain myself.
We will say, though, let's do some admin T's and C's.
Oh, yes.
This isn't a normal sailing, so it's what Virgin call a friends and family sailing. We have been invited on by a lovely crew member.
Yes.
You know who you are, and we are so thankful.
Thank you
so much. We have paid our way. This isn't a gifted voyage.
No.
We are paying sailors.
Full transparency, it is a bit of a shakedown cruise where they can test everything, but we've paid the same as everyone else. There's been no special treatment. We don't even have a black band. So there you go.
How the mighty have fallen.
Speaking of the bands, the reason we have these and we're not in the port, it's been a really useful thing. So we dropped the bags off, we went and checked in, we were given our wristbands. That was about 10:30 this morning.
Yeah.
And then you can go about your day, go off, and then we don't have to check in when we get there.
We just go through security.
Just go straight through security.
Which I think it's unusual. I think it's probably specifically for this friends and family sailing. I don't think that's a normal thing.
No, maybe not. Or unless they're starting to do that now.
Yeah, so if you've been able to check in when you dropped your bags off ahead of your boarding time, let us know in the comments below.
Let us know.
It would be useful to know.
It's going to be incredible, though. We can't wait to bring you along for it and show you everything that's changed on the ship. There's brand new shows, there's brand new happenings, events.
We should also be transparent. We have been on already.
Yes, we went on last night for the launch party, which
is
again,
fantastic.
Again, we paid for with Virgin Red points, the same as everyone else. And we went on and had a look around, and it was nice because we could have the night off knowing we'd got 2 weeks on her. Because I don't know if we said it's 13 nights in total.
Oh yeah, sorry.
So knowing that we had 2 weeks on her coming up meant that yesterday we could just enjoy it for ourselves. We met some of our lovely viewers, so if you said hello,
we did.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And we met some other YouTubers.
Yes, and some old friends that we haven't seen in a while.
Oh, it's powerful. What a lovely night.
Yes, but it does mean we're feeling a little bit worse for wear because the bar was an open bar. Yeah. So, yay.
Anyway, enough jibber-jabbering.
Yes.
Do you fancy getting on board Brilliant Lady with us?
I do. Bye.
Bye then.
So, a little change with Virgin. Since our previous tips videos, they now send your baggage labels by email, but honestly, if you don't get them or can't print them, it's no big deal. The port team just pop one on when you drop your bags off, which you can usually do from about 9:30. Once you're back at the terminal for your boarding time, there's usually a bit of waiting around first. Then you'll get a card with your boarding group on it, and when your group's called, you'll head through check-in, security, and if you're sailing from Portsmouth, a quick 2-minute bus ride over to the ship. Stepping on board Brilliant Lady feels instantly familiar if you've sailed on her sisters. We entered through deck 6 and into the Roundabout, which is Virgin's take on an atrium, and it immediately felt like home. But looking closely, you'll start to notice some changes, from the sculptures here in On the Rocks to hints that upstairs things are very different. We'll show you more of that later, and I'll add chapters to this video too if there are particular changes that you're keen to jump to. There's plenty more of Brilliant Lady to explore later, but for now, let's head to our room. With Virgin, your cabins are ready as soon as you board, and if your luggage isn't there yet, don't worry, it will be delivered shortly. Ours was already waiting.
And that's us in the room aboard the beautiful, brand new, brilliant Lady.
Yes! It's lovely to be back on.
I know if you watch these videos sequentially at the time they are released, it's not that long ago that we did a very similar video where we started off by saying, we're back in our happy place, but
we're back in our happy place. Well, it's good. So we've embarked, we've come to the room, excuse the mess behind us because we
are unpacking. But before we just go on to that bit, really quick through, well, we'd obviously already checked in as you saw earlier, but straight through security, straight onto the ship pretty much.
I've had a little bit of a sad moment. I've got a badge on my bag that I wear, and it's from our honeymoon. It's a shellback symbol thing. It symbolises us crossing the equator when we did our honeymoon from Singapore to Sydney, and it's come off somewhere.
It fell off somewhere in the terminal.
So somewhere between, because it was definitely on there when the bag went through the scanner, so at some point from the scanner to getting on the ship, it's fallen off somewhere. So Jo, our friend Jo, has very kindly, she came through security after us, so she's asked them and they're going to look for it, and if they find it, give it to Sailor Services. I've also put a post on the Facebook group to say if anyone finds it, please get it. So hopefully they'll be reunited.
I've still got mine, so at least we've got one still.
Yeah, it just means that when we got on, we saw some people that we knew, and then I was in a bit of a tiz because things weren't going to plan. So we'll go see them again later because I was like, right, I'm going now, because I was like, I want to get messages out and get people looking for it, so, yes. But onwards we go.
But, yes, we're straight through after security onto the bus, and then onto the ship.
Yes.
Did we say earlier we had Splash of Romance?
I think we might have.
We did Splash of Romance, anyway, if we didn't say. So that meant we got on ship early.
Yes.
We were on board by 1:30. It was pretty early, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was quite early, yeah. The only sad thing about Portsmouth is you can't really get any shots of the ship because you have to get on a bus. So you're not near the ship at any point until you're there, and then you get escorted up the tunnel and up the very steep
walkway. Yes, if you know, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, given that we boarded really early, I was very impressed that our cases were already here.
Yes.
So they were here as we got to the room. I've unpacked, David is unpacking. But my tip for you, I want to give you a little tip, is ask your room host for some extra hangers if you need them for your clothes.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They've got them. They're slightly different to the ones that come in your cabin, but they'll give you as many as you need. So we just asked for some extras. They said how many. I had a guess. We might need more.
No, I think we're good. Anyway, we're going to finish packing and then we're going to go for a wander around the new bits of the ship. So we'll take you along.
Yes, before sail away.
Sail away, sail away,
sail away. And yeah. Copyright.
Before we get too carried away, it's time for a quick stop at our muster station. Safety first, then it's back to all things new. Our first stop is what Virgin call the corridor. You might remember Swings on Scarlet Lady or the Seahorses on Resilient. On Brilliant Lady, it's had a makeover, with a colourful art wall and flaps you can open to reveal words like ahoy and brilliant. Definitely one of those fun little Instagram moments. At the back of the ship, you'll find the dock, Virgin's gorgeous outdoor lounge space with daybeds, comfy seating, and that unbeatable wake view. It's the perfect spot to kick back, grab a drink, and just soak it all in. And on Brilliant Lady, there are some changes we'll show you. If you're familiar with the sister ships, you'll notice that the wooden block type seating has been swapped out for more comfortable seating here, the perfect place to chill and sample the new menu that's on offer. The dock isn't the only relaxation space that's had a makeover, including one change that we had no idea about until we boarded, but more on that later. One of the biggest structural changes for Brilliant Lady is that the lifeboats have been moved inwards towards the ship, allowing sufficient clearance for her to pass through the Panama Canal, opening up new routes and itineraries. Having said that, the relocation of the lifeboats doesn't make the full wraparound promenade on Deck 7 feel cramped. You wouldn't notice any difference. But one thing this move has resulted in is a brand new category of cabins called the slightly smaller balcony sea terrace. Walking through the cabin, the interior space will feel instantly familiar to any VV regulars. The floor plan is the same as any other standard sea terrace. We will say that the beds in non-Rockstar cabins tend to be on the firmer side, especially as these ones are brand new. If that's not your thing though, ask your cabin host for a mattress topper. Differing from our last sailing on Resilient, our new water carafes, and of course that brand new black Inky. But as with all Virgin ships, they've not followed suit with the removal of in-room fridges, and you can still ask your cabin host for a steamer should you need it. This one was brand new. Moving into the bathroom, Virgin have reintroduced those famous black bars of soap on Brilliant Lady, meaning that we'll be forever thinking of Emma Cruises when washing our hands. If you know, you know. Anyway, onto the thing that you actually wanted to see in this cabin, that narrowed balcony to accommodate the new lifeboat position. The balcony itself is the same length, but about half as wide, meaning that you get 2 hammocks in the place of chairs. It's worth noting that the double hammocks are exclusive to this category, and that the position of this category, with the majority of them being found on Deck 8, often means that they are limited view rooms. Standard sea terraces still have the 1 hammock, but offer a wider balcony space. Back on deck, and we're heading up to Deck 16 and to the very back of the ship. En route, we noticed that the blue square day beds and the net beds of the sister ships have been replaced by a lot more sun loungers on Brilliant Lady, offering a lot more opportunities to lie back and watch the sea or scenery go by. Talking of which, that brings us to another major change on Brilliant Lady. The Athletics Club at the aft has been completely redesigned. Right up front, they've added shade covers over the existing day beds, but the real wow factor is the full glass panel wraparound and brand new luxury day beds. It's a stunning elevated space, perfect for relaxing and soaking in the views, whether it's a sunny sea day or somewhere dramatic like Alaska. Honestly, this area has now overtaken the dock as our favourite chill spot on the ship. Next on our unofficial tour, we're heading to book our 3-hour spa session included in the Splash of Romance package. You can't book this before you board, so now's a good time. Nothing's really changed in the spa on Brilliant Lady, but while we're here, we'll give you a quick look around, especially if you haven't seen it before. From the large relaxation pool to the smaller plunge pools, it's a really plush space, and with heated marble beds, salt rooms and a massive sauna, there's plenty to enjoy even if you're not splashing out on a treatment. All this walking is making us hungry, so we're stepping into the galley. A fresh take on self-serve food, although here, the food is served to you in a food market type way, from tacos to toasties, bento boxes, fresh fruit and burgers. Each lady ship has its own signature sweet treat, and this one for Brilliant Lady is stunning. The galley is also the ship's main self-serve spot for tea, coffee and soft drinks, all included in your fare. And talking of coffee, just like her older sister Scarlet Lady, Brilliant Lady has had the new redesigned Grounds Club 2 area, a dedicated space for specialty brews and cocktails, perfect for if you're wanting to treat yourself to something more special. It's still in the galley, but feels a lot more soft and comfortable. It's also a perfect spot to work if you need to. They've introduced USB-C outlets by the tables. Leaving the galley, we're heading over to the main pool to check out that structural change that we had no idea about before boarding. Over at the main pool, and you'll spot David making himself comfortable on one of those daybeds, and it's easy to see why. This space is always a popular hangout on board, but here on Brilliant Lady there's actually been a surprise change. The deep section of the pool, the bit that's framed by those shallow platforms, is now 2 meters longer than on her sister ships. That might not sound huge on paper, but when you're in the water, you really feel those extra few meters. It's still not a massive swimming pool, but it definitely makes a difference. Around the pool area, you'll notice some fresh new artwork and sculptures, though the space still feels unmistakably Virgin. Unlike Scarlet Lady, you won't find the new poolside cabanas here on Brilliant Lady, but you will see that they have also added those steps and rails to make getting in and out of the pool easier. And just like Scarlet Lady, the triangular bench seats from Resilient and Valiant Lady have been swapped out for plenty more sun lounges and daybeds at either side of the pool. Whilst we're here, let's talk about the Sailaway party. Every Virgin voyage begins with a Let's Set Sail celebration before you physically sail away, where you're welcomed with complimentary bubbles and an introduction to the Happenings cast. Depending on the sailing, it can be quite a lively event, but as we've said in many videos, it's not a reflection of the entire voyage. Virgin really encourages balance. There are plenty of ways to relax, focus on well-being, or practice mindfulness. Just as much as there are opportunities to party, you can make the voyage whatever you want it to be.
I am Abby the hostess, the one here to show you a good time, and I will try my best, darlings. Now, I can see that a couple of you have gotten very comfortable, and I love it. And I'd like to introduce you to my Happenings crew. In a few minutes, we're going to make a toast to all you naughty, naughty sailors, so grab some bubbles, soak in this view, get to know your Happenings cast, because for the first time ever, we're going to set sail the Virgin Voyage! Welcome aboard our beautiful, brilliant lady! Darlings, I am Abby the hostess, known as the lady who launched 1,000 ships. But I want to know, who else has sailed on all our ladies? Ooh, that's a lot of you. Now you are our friends and family, our guinea pigs, and we love you so much. And we want to thank you all so much for coming along on this journey with us. So please, we've got tons of new stuff. Try it, give us the feedback, and share your love with the crew. So let's hear it for the crew, eh? Lift a glass to the treasures you've yet to uncover. May our journey be filled with excitement and fun. Let your voyage with Virgin be an unforgettable one. You're our sailors, darling. It's going to be a good one.
If you're new to Virgin, they've taken the traditional cruise director role and split it into multiple personalities, known as the Happenings cast. We much prefer this approach. We feel it makes them more visible, approachable, and gives them the chance to engage with sailors on a deeper level. You'll find them hanging out around the ship or hosting onboard events, and if you're lucky, you might even get an invite to one of those secret little happenings. As David heads to the railings, it suddenly feels real. We are actually sailing on Brilliant Lady's first ever voyage. Watching Portsmouth slip by is such a pinch-me moment and something we will never forget. We were grinning like kids at the start of a brand new adventure.
Well, Sailaway was a lot of fun.
That was so special.
It was such a different vibe from normal, but in the best possible way. Because it's a friends and family sailing, you know everyone on there, knows Virgin, knows what it's about, wants all of the staff to succeed. Yeah, and it was just...
You could feel it. It was very special.
It was very special.
And to be on the first Sailaway. of this ship was fab.
You could tell how excited all of the crew and the Happenings cast were to get going, and they've been on the ship for so long without anyone there.
And to have now this atmosphere.
It was, yeah.
And they're sailing out of Portsmouth. Everyone waving on the shore.
Yeah.
Is just great, isn't it?
It is. I don't know whether people are there on purpose or they just happened to be in the right place at the right time. But it was glorious.
Really
Absolutely
good.
glorious.
Yes.
It really was. If you caught our last series, you'll know we've started a little tradition on Virgin Voyages, heading to the wake on our first night. And tonight was no different. The Wake is Virgin's elevated steak and seafood restaurant, and like all dining on board, it's included in your fare. Not only does it serve up delicious food, we think it also has some of the best views while you dine. As the sun set on our first day on board, we made our way to the manor for the first performance of Love, Love, Love with the Hostess. Although, one thing we really enjoy about Virgin Voyages is that beyond the main theatre and manor shows, there are also guest musicians scattered around the ship. You'll often find them playing in the Roundabout, on the rocks, and even in Sip Lounge, which makes the whole ship feel alive with music wherever you go. If you're not familiar, Love, Love, Love with the Hostess is an interactive cabaret show that explores 5 love languages through music, dance, and a little bit of audience participation. The hostess for this sailing is Abby, the original hostess, and she really brings her own unique flair to the role. We love her. Anyway, David, Mark, tell us what you thought of the wake.
Incredible as always.
Fab. Oh, so good.
Top notch. We think there might be a slight change to the clam chowder. It tasted slightly different.
But lovely.
Really nice, but slightly different.
Yes. Then what did we do?
Then we hop, skipped and a jump to Love, Love, Love with the Hostess.
Love, Love, Love. So I've never seen Love, Love, Love with the Hostess. You have.
I've seen it before.
Fab. I loved that.
It was a really good show. What made it funnier is because it's the first time, inevitably there will be times where lines are forgotten or something, but they just take it in their stride.
So Abby leaned into that beautifully. Like, that was fab. And I suppose that brings me on to, because this is a shakedown cruise, they're testing the waters, we aren't going to review things, and we're not going to put in, if things don't go quite to plan, we're not putting it into this video.
No, and that's not because we're trying to hide anything. It's just we came on this, and like we said to you, we paid for this cruise. We came on knowing that this is a shakedown cruise.
Yeah.
There were people, so we moved.
Sorry, yes.
But yeah, so we know that this is a shakedown cruise. They want things. We've moved again.
Take 3.
So yes, they know things are going to go wrong, and we know that they're getting used to things.
Things are okay to go wrong.
Yes, it's just they're finding their way.
Yeah. I had a nice point to make, and I've completely forgotten the point now.
That's how it goes.
We loved it. It was so natural, though, the way that she dealt with those situations.
And everyone was there supporting, everyone was cheering her on.
I loved it so much. Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
So we're going to go for just a little wander now, have a little wander around. We've got the pyjama party later.
Oh, and it's changed.
It's changed.
We'll bring you that later.
It's changed.
We will bring you that later. And then tomorrow, so keep watching, because tomorrow, what's new on tomorrow? Rojo. We're going to
Rojo tomorrow. Rojo.
The new Razzle Dazzle overlay.
Yes, we've got Bingo After Dark, or whatever it's called.
So many new things coming up, so please do keep watching. we will love it forever.
Yes. Come with us as we continue our adventures here.
Bye.
And after a quick change...
Quick change into the pyjamas.
Yes, it's intriguing. So there's a first part of the pyjama party night, which is in the social club, and then they've split it into 3.
Yes.
So there's something in the manor, something at the roundabout, and something in on the rocks.
And I think, and we'll show you, but I think you basically pick what vibe pyjama party you want.
Yes.
Which I like.
See where
This
we
is horrendous down there.
It is, isn't it?
I
Very
do always feel
homophobic.
like once we've changed into our pyjamas and we're walking around the ship, I do feel a bit like I've
Convict.
escaped from an asylum.
We have.
As we mentioned earlier, the PJ party has changed a bit on Brilliant Lady. Some events now start at 10:30 in the social club and the roundabout, offering a more relaxed vibe if you're not into the usual party scene. The classic PJ party still takes place though, in either the Manor or the Athletics Club depending on the weather, complete with a DJ and the occasional performance by the Happenings cast, although now with updated songs. Have you spotted any of these changes on the other lady ships? Let us know in the comments below.
We didn't last too long in the pyjama party.
No, we just stayed to watch a little bit of the singing.
Yes, I think the usual tiredness that comes with an embarkation day, coupled with the fact that we were at the launch event last night.
We're very tired.
We're very tired.
So we've been to get pizza.
Yes. The pyjama party was a lot of fun though. It was nice to see the new song from Abby.
Yes.
So that was a nice little change.
Yes.
But now it's time for bed.
Pizza, and then we will catch you tomorrow.
We shall.
I feel
See
we
you.
walked past the cabin.
We have
Yes.
just seen it. Never mind.
Isn't that fun?
Anyway, we'll see you
We'll
in
see
the
you in the
morning.
morning. Good night,
Good
everybody.
night.
Well, hello there.
Hello.
I was going to say morning, but
It is not morning.
It might appear to be morning because you've just seen last night's stuff. But for us, it is about 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yes. But the reason being, we had a relatively quiet morning up to a point. We had a bit of a lie-in. We just chilled, and then we had VHS.
We went to the VHS workout.
Yes.
We've never shown you the VHS workouts on these before. We have done it before, but it was pre-YouTube days.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been a long time since we've done it.
It was
So
really
much
fun. I will say, I found it easier this time than last time, but I think part of that is because when we were on Resilient Lady a couple of weeks ago, I did Zumba with Katrina, the balancer, and I think that's changed my metabolism or something, because
He's not been the same since.
I've not been the same since. But I didn't get as tired this time round.
Well,
so
then.
benefits to be had from
This is-
exercise, apparently.
Who knew? It's so much fun. If you didn't know what it is, it's obviously it's an 80s inspired workout with shake weights. So much fun. Lots of innuendo. Well, I mean, there's lots of innuendo if you make them up in your head.
Yes, and they're very inclusive as well. So they always say, if at any point you need to sit down or take a break, feel free. If you need to modify anything, like any of the exercises or movements, you can do that, no problem. There's always one of the happenings cast. There's 3 happenings cast on the stage. There's always one of them that's doing a modified version of
Yes.
the moves.
Yes. But for Brilliant Lady, there are some new versions of VHS.
Yes, which we thought this morning was one of them. It was not.
Turned out it wasn't, but that's fine. Like we said, this is a shakedown cruise. They're trying things out, and then maybe sometimes things aren't quite ready, which is absolutely fine.
Yep.
Still, it was fantastic.
It was. Then we hauled our sweaty selves up to the galley to get some
We had
lunch.
a nibble of food at the Galley.
We did. Went for our usual. It's quite a usual for early on in the voyage, which is just a classic burger and fries.
I don't think I took any footage, but you can imagine.
Yes, that was lovely.
Yes. But today, if we didn't already say, is a sea day, as we are making our way across the Bay of Biscay towards La Coruña.
Yes.
I think this is probably the calmest the Bay of Biscay will ever get. Like, it's so calm.
But we are still rocking.
We are rocking quite... Well, not
Oh, I felt it
severely.
then. I just felt a little surge.
Because basically, they've got their foot to the floor, and we are getting across as quick as we can so that we can get ahead of the hurricane, I think.
Yes. So that means the stabilisers aren't out so that they can go faster.
More efficient.
Which is why it doesn't look very rough out there, but there is a bit of rocking. So far, so good. I feel okay. We've got some seasickness medication that we've taken just as a precaution. So far, I feel fine. How are you feeling?
I
I think I felt a bit funny after VHS.
That could be the
I
exercise.
think that was a combination of exercise. It was funny though, because when they were doing like the 80s lunging bits, it was really hard to steady yourself.
It was, yeah. You had to have a wide stance. But now the reason we are dressed smart...
Oh yeah, look at us, fancy.
Look at us. It's because today, time of filming, the 22nd of August, is actually our 10-year anniversary
10
of
years
our
of being
first
together.
date. Yeah.
Yes.
So this time, 10 years ago, we were meeting in Manchester for the very first time.
Oh.
So we're going for some celebratory drinks in Sip Lounge. We've invited some of our friends on board to come and join us and raise a glass to the occasion. So we're going to do that.
But before that, we've got a show. Dixie's got a pop-up show.
At the bottom of the roundabout.
Yeah, so we'll take you to the roundabout. We hinted earlier in the video of the changes that had been bestowed upon the above bit of the roundabout. We're going to show you that now. We've teased it long enough.
Yes.
It's beautiful. They've spent the money where it needed to be spent, I think. It's softened the place up.
It looks gorgeous.
We're going to show you anyway, so let's not talk too much.
And we've got some exciting stuff later, like the Bingo After Dark.
And Rojo. We're going to bring all this new stuff to you.
Let's go. Come with us.
Heading back to that central area of the ship, the roundabout is spread over 2 levels. The downstairs area is intentionally dark and moody, giving the impression of being underwater, surrounded by coral-like textures. But as you ascend the stairs, you emerge into a brighter, above-water space. And on Brilliant Lady, they've taken that brightness to the next level by reconfiguring Deck 7, removing dividing structures and opening up the area. The whole space has been redesigned with plush chairs, beautiful textures, and an elevated luxury feel. It really takes that adults-only chic vibe up a notch. Draught Haus has also had a glow up, feeling much more premium. Overall, the space feels much less crowded and more social. The opened layout lets more people enjoy performances while keeping those walkways clear, with designated areas for live music. Next to the Future Voyage sales kiosk, you'll usually spot the oversized red table. But on Brilliant Lady, that's been removed to create a more versatile, multifunctional space. The elegant decor continues here, helping the area feel distinct, yet still cohesive with the rest of the space. Compared to her sisters, this area feels completely different, oozing luxury, comfort and glamour. It's a fantastic and very welcome change.
So you're welcome. We're gonna have a little story time outside my camper. Okay, so we got it there. Now, darlings, I brought many.
It's also the perfect space for pop-up activities. And today, we listen to Dixie reading some wholesome stories.
He released his load so fast that load nearly weighed a ton, y'all. Nearly weighed a freaking ton. But there it was nonetheless, babies. Now, Ben felt so much better that he could finally relax, and well, he now knew where he could go the next time he was filled to the max.
As you can imagine, we found this story time hilarious. The humour was right up our alley, and tonight we're heading to Rojo by Razzle Dazzle. Like Scarlet Lady, Razzle Dazzle has had a makeover on Brilliant Lady, but instead of a Chinese-inspired vibe, Rojo now showcases elevated Spanish cuisine with a focus on tapas and shared plates. Even walking towards the entrance of Rojo, you start to get a feeling of the intimate setting ahead. And walking in, you're immediately hit by the modern, chic, warm Mediterranean decor, a stark contrast to Razzle Dazzle. Even though there are still some bench-type seating, the large tables of Razzle Dazzle have gone, meaning that the area still manages to feel intimate, special and cosy. The red bar area of Razzle Dazzle has also had a makeover, making it feel much more part of the space. During the daytime, the brunch menu at Rojo looks pretty similar to Razzle Dazzle, with a few of the Spanish items included. But by night, the menu is all new. We won't be reviewing all of the items here, but let's just say they're all delicious. Highlights were the grilled octopus, the croquettes, the ribeye steak, this Basque cheesecake, and a cocktail called El Capitan. We'll show you more of the menu in a future video.
Oh, it's like King Kong's thumb. Good morning from La Coruña.
Good morning. What a glorious morning it is.
This is very glorious. I'm very croaky today, so I apologise.
It's all the screaming we did last night.
What, in the bingo?
In the bingo.
I didn't do much screaming.
I did. Should we quickly touch on Bingo Blitz, because we did that last night? I think that's where we left you.
Wow, we need to talk about Rojo too.
Oh yes, we haven't talked. Oh, silly me. Rojo.
Rojo, yes. Rojo.
Oh,
beautiful.
Knocked it out the park.
Yes, well done, Virgin Voyages. That is perfect. The space is beautiful.
Stunning. Completely different from what Razzle Dazzle was.
It brings it more in line now with the vibe and the feel in terms of decor of the other restaurants, I feel.
Agreed.
And that's a good thing for me.
Yes. And the food, couldn't fault it. There was...
Beautiful. We didn't try everything.
No, because we're going to go back for a second time, which will be in a future video, where we're going to try some of the stuff. There's too much on the menu to try it all in one go, but the stuff we did have.
Oh, the highlights for me were the octopus, the ribeye.
Yep. I really liked my chicken. I would agree with those two. The octopus in particular was
amazing.
Stunning.
Who would have thought, and this is one thing we've got Virgin Voyages to thank actually, we aren't fishy people. Not a fish does pass these lips. But we love octopus.
We do.
And we wouldn't have ever tried octopus if it hadn't have been
for
that you can just try things on the ship.
Yeah.
And it's included in your price. So now we know we love octopus. So whenever it is on a menu, we now order it.
Yes, and I think that's because it's not fishy, it's quite meaty. I think it's like a bit of a chickeny texture. Oh, but delicious.
Yes.
And yeah, my side of braised chicken was really nice. Oh, and can we please talk about the Basque cheesecake?
That Basque cheesecake was delicious. Get the cheesecake.
We were full at the end of the meal, and then we had one bite of it, and then demolished the whole thing in like 2 seconds.
Yes.
It is insane.
So good.
I want it again.
We've all messed up all of the schedule from yesterday because we actually haven't also talked about Dixie's little bit.
Oh, the story time.
The story time was hilarious.
Oh, so funny.
So funny. So we had the story time where Dixie basically sat and read children's books to us.
That apparently are legitimate children's books.
Yes.
One was called Ben's Big Load.
Ben's Big Load.
And he couldn't drop his load anywhere. So he went around asking people if they would take his load.
And surprisingly, they wouldn't.
They wouldn't, which is very sad. So, but eventually, he found someone that was willing, and he got rid of it.
He did, yes.
Which is good.
And then there was one about someone, no one would eat her cookie.
Yeah,
anyway.
Who will eat my cookie?
You get the vibe.
Yes.
And
a boatload of semen was another one.
Yes. And then after that, we had some drinks with friends to celebrate our anniversary. That was beautiful.
Yes.
So thank you.
Yes, thank you to everyone that came along to that. It was lovely to be able to celebrate with some old friends and some new friends.
And thank you so much to Rob, who very kindly bought us a bottle of Moet. So
yes, Rob Millwood, if you're out there.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. You didn't have to, but we really appreciate it.
Yes. And it was from there that we went to Rojo.
Yes.
Then we
Bingo Blitz.
did Bingo Blitz.
There's 2 ways to experience it. One is playing it, and one is observing it, which sounds like duh. Of course there is. But I think it's such a different experience playing it, because I had an absolute blast. I loved it. Like, I could not have had more fun. I really got into it. I was doing some of the challenges. I had to unlace a shoe to get a free drink. I'll do anything for a free drink.
Yeah, this is true.
So unlaced a shoe for a free drink. I won a pair of socks for having the nicest socks.
Yeah. Well, basically the idea is then if you're not playing, then it's more of a club night and there's music and you can have a dance round, and basically that's the vibe they're going for.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yes, and when we've talked about in previous videos about ways to make your money go further and things, lots of opportunities for free drinks in that one. A golden ball got dropped from the ceiling and I grabbed that and got a free drink voucher as well. So we've got 2 free drinks vouchers now, which helpfully you can use on any night until you get off. so you don't have to drink them there and then. So we're saving them.
Which is good, because we were wanting to go to bed after bingo, weren't we?
Yes.
So we did. And now,
in bed.
This morning we are in La Coruña.
Which is not where we were supposed to be.
No, the Bay of Biscay on the way here was very kind to us, so thank you, Bay of Biscay.
But we're not here very long though, are we?
We're not, no, so we docked at, 8:30 this morning?
Around then.
And then we have all aboard at 1:30 this afternoon. So basically, this is a bit of a pit stop. They're wanting to get us, I think we said this yesterday, they're wanting to get us to the Azores so we can wait out the hurricane and then nip in behind.
Go from there.
Yes.
But to your point, the Bay of Biscay, we didn't really have any issues. It was a bit rocky because the stabilisers weren't out, but other than that, pleasantly surprised by how calm it was.
Yes.
We might have just been very, very lucky.
Absolutely. But yes, so we're in La Coruña. We're going to have a little wander around. We've got no agenda. Do we ever have an agenda? No.
Some say the gays do have an agenda, but not these gays.
Come and have a little look around with us, though. Bye.
On our walk around La Coruña, as we headed towards the Maria Pita Palace, we started to hear an orchestra in the distance. I'll leave the original audio in here for you to enjoy, unless it triggers some sort of copyright claim. Honestly, it was beautiful and the perfect soundtrack to have whilst taking in the sights. We are a bit confused by the Asterix cartoon characters though. We thought they were French. On the whole though, La Coruña really surprised us.
Well, we've made our way from the city centre of La Coruña to somewhere else. But before we talk about that, what did you think of La Coruña?
Really beautiful. We've never been before. We weren't expecting to come. We just had a little wander around, and what we saw was stunning.
Stunning. Yeah, this morning when I woke up and looked out of the balcony on ship, I said to David, doesn't look like the sort of place that we're going to get off.
I think we were looking at the industrial side.
We were looking at the other side of the city, which wasn't very pretty, whereas the other side was very pretty.
Yes, gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Anyway, we've made our way in a taxi, about a 10-minute taxi ride.
Yeah, about that, about €9.
Cost about €9 over to this lovely place.
Tour de Hercules.
The Tour de Hercules.
Hercules Tower.
We weren't going to because we'd never heard of it. But then when we were in the centre, we bumped into some friends from the ship and they recommended it, so we jumped over.
I'm glad we did.
Absolutely.
Beautiful.
We've got no expectations of what it was or what to expect.
No, it was funny though, on the way up, there was a lovely walk from where the taxi dropped us off up to where we are now. And on the way up, Mark was like, well, it looks new.
Yeah, because, I mean, tell me it doesn't look shiny and new and crisp and clean. It looks like it was built yesterday.
It was, but it was in fact built in the 1st century.
2,000 years old.
That's madness. So apparently it's the only still functioning Roman lighthouse.
It's a Roman lighthouse.
And from what I've read online, it sounds like it's been functioning as a lighthouse continuously since it was built, which blows my mind.
And it's still the original structure. Yeah, solid. It's madness.
Madness. We were going to go inside, but when we got here, the tickets aren't much. The tickets were about £2.60-ish, but they were sold out until 2 p.m. And at that point, we need to be back on the ship, so not to be, sadly.
Not to be, but if you did want to book, if it's a quieter when you come here, just by the entrance, there's a little QR code that you can scan, and then it takes you to the online booking.
But you can come to where we are at the base of it for free.
Yes.
And there's still some lovely views.
Lovely views of the coastline and back across the city. Yeah, lovely.
Absolutely.
Lovely.
And I would say it feels like a nice point to end this video with you all.
Yes, I hope you've enjoyed watching it. If you have watched to this point, let us know down in the comments below of the bits that we've shown you of Brilliant Lady, the new bits, the bits that have changed. Which bit's your favourite?
Yes.
Let us know below. Which do you love? Which bit's your favourite?
I would just say Rojo for me, I think. It was only last night, so it's fresh in my mind, but it was beautiful new space, lovely food, love it.
For me, the upstairs roundabout area, I love what they've done with that. It's such a more fresh, open space. Loved it.
Yep.
And the back of the athletics club.
Yes.
Athletic club.
Athletic club.
I can just imagine us sitting on those beds or lying on those beds, looking at the scenery.
That'll be fab for the Panama trip that we've got coming up next year. There'll be some fab views of the
Exactly.
canal and stuff. Yeah,
Yes.
can't wait. But if you have enjoyed it and you're not subscribed, consider subscribing, because there's going to be way more coming from this trip, because we've only just got started.
We've only just started, yes. In next week's video, we're going to show you some other new things on the ship, some new shows.
Murder in the Manor, up with the twist.
With a twist.
Murder in the Manor is tonight for us.
Yes.
And I'm very excited.
And we're going to show you brunch at Rojo as well in the next video. So
Ooh, yes.
we look forward to that. But thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.
Bye.